Okay, so we have a couple of chuck roasts here. Got one browning, and then I will brown the next one, and then put that slow to cook for as long as I can get it. Okay, so you can't see, but I added a half an onion. Okay, so now I'm going to put it on low. It has some Celtic sea salt. I ordered some Celtic sea salt from Ireland, and some black pepper and a half of an onion. Okay, so at this point I'm gonna lower it just a tad. And one thing I wanted to say, I've made 2 roasts in my new slow cooker and they just are not coming out. And I've made roast in this old-fashioned slow cooker. It has a hot plate, but I'm just leaving it here on the stove, and I don't have a problem with the one on the stove, but for some reason my new one, it gets hot, it cooks. It's just the meat. I don't know if it's a chuck roast. But anyways, friends, let's just hope. Well, I don't have to hope. I know this way will work out. All right, so I have Mom's little table runner of hers. So I thought I'd put this out today so we could use it. And then I'm gonna put my new plates on the table. So here are the plates that Pop bought me for my birthday. Okay, so since I don't have enough big plates, I only have a service for 4, Liam and I will eat from the small plates. And then I'll have everybody else can eat from the large plate until I get one more set. So normally we always use paper, but today I don't want to buy things and just hoard them. I want to use them, so I thought we will. And I ordered some copper silverware, flatware, but they didn't arrive in time, so I'll just use what I have. So I have these napkins that I picked up at the thrift store last year. I thought these plaid ones would look cute with for Christmas. Whether they match the plate or not, maybe not. Do I care? No, I don't. It's just for fun. Okay, so here's so far. And here's the rest of the matching cups. It looks black, but it's like a very navy or a dark blue. And there's the little bird there. And here are the matching bowls. Let's see. A nice gift from my dad, from Pop. So to go along with the roast, I picked up these little small potatoes. I'm gonna roast these in the oven, and then I picked up more just in case these aren't enough, along with some kabocha, I believe it's called, kabocha squash. Kabocha. I bought a kabocha squash and an acorn. An acorn squash. And I'm gonna roast these with a couple of carrots that I have in the fridge and potatoes. And we'll just have roasted veggies. And I have some of this. Instead of making green bean casserole, I'm gonna do broccoli casserole because Liam cannot eat green beans. And he's always left out. Every time we make green bean casserole, he can never eat it. So I'm changing it to broccoli casserole. And then Tom went to get the fried onions. I forgot those. And probably salad. So it's going to be broccoli casserole, roasted potatoes and squash and roast. And probably a side salad. And I'm going to make my mom's famous, I shouldn't say famous, but my mom always made the Christmas wreath. And then my daughter-in-law is making a homemade banana cream pie. I feel like there's one. Oh, and then I'm making a roasted sweet potato with cinnamon and butter in the oven for my other son who does not want to have any sugar. So my daughter-in-law took the ingredients to make the broccoli casserole. So I'm left with roasting the squash, taters, and a couple of carrots. And right now I'm going to make the Christmas wreath. Okay, friends, so now I'm going to move on to making the Christmas wreath for tonight. Okay, so you need some cornflakes, marshmallows, butter, vanilla, and green food coloring. I think that's all you need. All right. So 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay. And also be sure to butter. I have cardboard. With some clean foil, of course, and then it's all been buttered so it doesn't stick to the foil. Then 5½ cups of marshmallows, that's 2, 4, and we have 5½. And now we're going to stir to melt these down. I'm sure all of you know how to make this. Just keep stirring it until the marshmallows turn nice and smooth. No individual little pillows. So I'll be back when it's nicely melted. So at this point I'm going to add maybe a teaspoon of vanilla. And plenty of green dye. Make sure this is green and not blue. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but my mom made this like around, I must have been 13, 16 years old, and this was always a holiday favorite, and now I made it years ago for my daughter-in-law, and she just loves it, and she wants one every year. So I'm going to put a little more because it looks too much like the Grinch, so more dye. And then after, we're going to add the cornflakes. You're supposed to use cinnamon Hots, little small circle candies to use as holly, but I forgot to buy those, so it'll be okay. Okay, so I think at this point it's good, so we can add in the cereal. So here we have 6 cups of cereal, cornflakes. traditionally Rice Krispies is used for Rice Krispies treats, but because we're making it into a wreath, the cereal looks like leaves of the wreath. Okay, I'll come back when it's all incorporated. Okay, so at this point, this is the best I could do to mix it. At this point, I want to form it into a wreath. So I have to be fast. Okay, here it is. It's done. And I think I needed to add maybe another 1.5 cups of marshmallows to make sure the cereal was well coated. That's why it looks like this, but next time. Okay, so here it is. It's a cornflake cereal, cornflake cereal treat wreath. It's like made how you make the Rice Krispie treats, but with cornflakes. So it looks like the bushy Christmas wreath. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the potatoes, and then I'll cut open this and do the carrots.